Toejam Earl is one of the most unique games you'll ever play. It's best described as a dungeon crawler or possibly one of the first ever roguelike games, as its mechanics were directly inspired by the original rogue game that spawned the entire genre so prevalent today. As two hip-hop loving aliens, you have to avoid evil earthlings like little devils, hula dancers, bees and evil dentists while trying to find the pieces of your spaceship so you can escape back to your home planet Funkatron. Sounds pretty standard, right? The levels are randomly generated, and you're tasked with exploring them to find pieces of your spaceship and various useful items that come in the form of presents. You won't know what each present does until you use it, so figuring out what a pickup does becomes a key part of the game. Toejam Earl is a classic game and still holds up today for pure funk-inspired odd fun, especially when played in split screen with a friend. Target Earth is a science fiction horizontal shooting game with basic platforming elements. The game is set in the year 2201 and the plot revolves around a war between mankind and a race of cyborgs known as the Kron. The Earth Defense League fights these cyborgs using 12-foot mechs known as assault suits. You play as Rex, an assault suit wing commander and master in assault suit combat. The game features 14 weapons, which was considered a lot of firepower for an action game in the early 90s. The wide assortment of armaments increased replay value by encouraging the player to experiment with different ways to defeat the enemies. The player's performance after completing a stage dictates what weapons, armor and accessories are unlocked in the next stage, a reward system which drew a lot of praise when the game launched. Target Earth is best loved for its well-developed story, the impressive graphics and effects for the time, and the very difficult gameplay. It is a very fun game and has even prompted a remake on the PlayStation 4. Phantasy Star IV is a role-playing game and is the fourth and final of the original Phantasy Star series, concluding the story of the Algol star system. It is an archetypal RPG featuring the staples of exploration, NPC interaction and turn-based combat. Like the previous games in the series, individual characters each have their own statistics and equipment that determine the character's performance in combat. The game takes place 1,000 years after the events of Phantasy Star II. After an event called the Great Collapse, much of the once thriving planet Matavia has been reduced to desert and life has become progressively more difficult for the planet's inhabitants. To make matters worse, there has been a marked increase in the number of biomonsters, a catch-all term for the strange and violent aberrations of Matavia's flora and fauna. In 2012, IGN placed Phantasy Star IV at number 59 in their top 100 RPGs of all time, citing the elegantly simple mechanics as the main reason. It is one of the best RPGs available on the Genesis and well worth picking up. Thanks for watching guys, please feel free to like and subscribe for a new top 10 video every week, leave your comments down below, and you can follow me on Twitter at TheRetroBurk. I'll see you next time.